Welcome to another episode of Carp Diaries by us here at Apex Angling. As you can see, there's no Chris today. We're at Monk Lakes in Kent in Maidstone. Chris will be heading down this evening straight after work. The sun's out, it's quite chilly today. Rods are in, fingers crossed should have some soon. Got a couple of friends coming down tonight who are new to the carp fishing scene, so we'll be able to show them a thing or two. And fingers crossed should have the carp on the bank for you.
There we go, just
nice
a tiny
one.
little bream. Not what we're after, unfortunately. We're after some carp. But I say this was caught on pop-up Enterprise sweet corn and the fake imitation maggot as well. Like I say, not what we're after. This was just in the margins, a couple of metres out. But yeah, hopefully carp should come soon, but better catching than nothing. Nice one.
Well, it's about 7:30 now. As you can see, Chris decided to turn up.
You alright?
Which is always good. I say my friend Paul has turned up as well. He's new to carp angling, so we're teaching him a thing or two tonight.
Trying to anyway.
Yeah, what kind of tactics are you going for tonight? Obviously you've only just turned up.
Yeah, I've just put the rods out really quickly while I'm setting the rest of my gear up. Showing quite a few fish jumping out right in front of us, about 60 yards out maybe?
Yeah, and there's certainly a lot more showing up by the lilies. It is quite a cast. I had to use a 3-ounce lead to make it, but thankfully I have done.
I'm going to put one right up close to there, as close as I can get to. Going to get one of the rose hip bottom baits, wrap it in the paste we've got, soak it in the spray, max the flavours out. We've been putting a few handfuls of bait over there quite regularly. Matt's been doing that in the day for me.
Yeah.
The other one I'm going to get right to my margin. The bailiff said you'd be stupid to ignore the margins here. The bigger fish do tend to come out from there. So literally 2 feet out from my swim, I've just underarm cast. I've shaped an FM boilie to look like a pellet, and I've topped it with a Enterprise corn, buoyant corn, and then sort of loose fed corn and pellets around that area. So
yeah,
hopefully I'll get something there.
Yeah, we're both tight on the margins tonight. I've got one close in, I've got one far out. So they're both on margins. Both on rose hip, but one popped up on a chod rig that I showed you last week, and one just on the standard rose hip bottom bait. Both have been with the stick mix, the Mistral stick mix. Again, sprayed with a rose hip spray and the paste put on as well. All we can hope is for the best. The fish have finally started showing, which is good. We've been casting to the fish, they're in our area. We've put about a kilo or so of boilies on each of my spots, and we've put a spread of a kilo or 2 over the open water where Chris has got one of his.
So we are hopeful for the night. I think we're in the best swim. Definitely got fish showing in front of us, and we've got tons of features to cast to. We've got overhanging trees, lily pads, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully we'll see you soon. We'll definitely speak again before night comes. So
We're
see you soon.
about 10 minutes after we've just spoken to you. Paul cast out a vampire squid bottom bait. We've had it glugged in a vampire stuff for a while now. About 6-7 pounds, something like that. Really happy. Paul, how do you feel? It's your first catch on Mistral.
Yeah, my adrenaline's flowing a lot. That was a hell of a run as well, so I'm quite excited to have this actually. It's my first run out here.
Yeah,
so we've got a bit to come.
Good example, the good stamp of fish they got in here. Obviously it's not too large, but the first carp and hopefully many to come. It's livened up now, fingers crossed. I think me and Chris are both going to stick one on the vampire glugged bottom baits now. Nice one. Okay, so here we go. It's about 10 o'clock at night now. Beautiful common carp here, 7 pound in weight. This was caught on the chod rig I showed you last week with a pop-up rose hip. Really pleased at the moment. It's popping back in and hope we get some more in the night. Nice one.
Right, well there we go. It's about 1 in the morning. My rose hip rig roars off. Here we go. 17 pounds. Looking pretty good. Didn't put up that much of a scrap coming in. Thought it was a bit smaller than this, but reasonably happy with this. For this sort of lake, this is a really good fish. Like I said, caught my rose hip bottom bait, covered in the rose hip paste and sprayed with the spray. There we go. It's going to be a good night, I think. Nice one. Right, it's about an hour or 2 later now, and the rose hip does it again. Another mirror, a stunning one this time, more scales on it. It's really going to be a beautiful fish when it's older. Not going to bother weighing it, probably around 10 pounds or so. Literally same bait again, rose hip, paste moulded around it and a bit of spray on top. Fishing mid-water, the fish are clearly loving the bait. Looking forward to a few more in the night. Nice one. Right, well there we go, third time a charm. This time it's a ghostie. It's a gorgeous little common. Ghostie, like I said, just topped the scales at just over 12 pounds. Really is beautiful, gorgeous little fish. Came to the rose hip again, all 3 fish to the same rod. Rose hip wrapped in paste and sprayed. Literally put out there with a few loose boilies. I'm topping up the swim each time I catch a fish, obviously they're feeding on them. Probably 2:33 in the morning, action's coming thick and fast for me. Pretty happy with this. Let's get some more. Nice one.
Right, it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Paul's just changed over to a vampire squid that's been glued for a couple of months, and he's in. He's had it out about 15 minutes now. See what he's got.
Right, well there we go. That's a 10.5 pound mirror for Paul. It's a lovely little fish to start the morning with. That came to the vampire squid, glugged like Matt said, and tipped with an enterprise called red maggot. It's a really nice fish. How was it playing in, Paul? You feel good?
Yeah, it took quite a while. We had a good fight on him, so
Yeah, definitely. The fish do seem to scrap well in here. I mean, this is a good head of fish to catch like this as well, and there's definitely bigger ones in here. Go up to 30, so hopefully next time we see you, you can have a big 31 pound mirror in your hand and a bigger smile. So until next time, nice one. Right, this morning now, it's about an hour after you saw Paul have that last fish. I think what, in a 12-hour window we had 6 fish out between us, biggest being mine at 17 pounds, not bragging or anything, but it's nice to get a bigger one in. We are sort of confident of having a few more today. The lake has died down a bit. We haven't really seen anyone else catch on the lake. It's quite busy here today, it's a Saturday, so quite a few people down, but I think tactics will be pretty much the same. What do you intend to do, Matt?
Yeah, the wind's picked up a bit now, so it's making casting distance that little bit harder. So we're not quite reaching the pads. We need to pick some 3.5 ounce leads up from a shop. I'm going to pop up there in a bit because they are still crashing out there, but not as prolifically as they were yesterday. Again, we just put a good spread of boilies out. We've got the channel flowing through from the left and right, and we've probably all got our rods along that channel at some point, stretching probably a good football pitch, something like that, length of a football pitch. Yeah, again, so we've got a mixture out there. We've got vampire squid on the bottom. I've changed to a coconut ice on my chod for the pop-up. We haven't got any coconut ice fired out there, but maybe something different might do it for them. I had the one yesterday on the chod, so we're just going to wait and see what happens. It's going to probably be here till about 2 o'clock today, something like that. Just going to keep at it, maybe in an hour or two, maybe put another kilo spread out over the area we're fishing. Keep the carp interested and feeding, etc., and hopefully we'll bag something soon.
Hopefully. If not, I actually made a couple of changes to my rigs recently, changed a few components like the hooks and the lines a bit different. So right now I'm going to take a second and show you what they are. So see you in a second. Nice one. Like I said to you earlier, I'm going to show you a couple of changes I've made to my hook lengths. Starting off with the hook length material itself. Now I was using Christian Mantis for quite a while, but although I really liked the material, it just was too hard to strip. I actually nearly broke 1 or 2 of my stripper tools trying to get the coating off this. So I went to an easy strip braid and I went with Suffolk Super Skin. Now I don't know if you can see that, but the braid itself is actually quite bright white, and I'm just not confident when presenting that. So I decided to go for something different. Now I've been using this before for quite a while and I loved it. It was jelly wire, and all my fish that I've had today have come on this hook length. It's really easy to strip, strong, and it's really camouflaged. Next option was the hook. Now I've had quite a few drop-offs in recent sessions, I mean tan yards and other places, Thorny Whit. And I decided I was getting picked up, but my hooks just weren't doing the business. I've been using Calder wide gates for a number of years, and I've had hundreds of fish on them, but I've just lost my confidence. So I decided to go for something different. I've heard about these. These are Nash Fang Twisters. Now I've never seen, excuse me, a more aggressive hook than this. Every fish I've caught today has been nailed in the bottom lip, really secure hook hold. These ones have actually got a micro barb on them. It's a barbless rule here, so all I did was crush it down with the pliers. You've seen that done hundreds of times. I've been really happy with these hooks. It's definitely one I'm going to keep using in the future. So they're my 2 new components. I'm really confident now in my rigs. I know that if I'm going to get picked up, the likelihood is I'm going to get a good hook hold. Nice one.
Right, just pulled into one. It's about 2:30 now. I'm not sure how big it is. Doesn't feel that big, but hopefully we should have it on a map for you to show in a minute. Here we go. Not exactly what I'm after. Probably 2 pound chub, something like that. Second chub I've had this time actually. Yeah, this fell to the coconut ice pop up on a chod rig that I showed you last week. Yeah, going to pop him back. Going to be here for about an hour or so now, and fingers crossed should get the carp that we're after. Nice one. Okay, right, that's it from us here at Apex Angling. We've been down here at Monk Lakes in Maidstone in Kent. We've had a fair few fish between us, the biggest being Chris's at 17 pound last night. So they all came out to Mistral products. We had the rose hit, the vampire squid boilies, and I just had that little chub on the coconut ice pop-up. Paul's been with us today, been teaching him a thing or two. He's trying to get back into carp fishing. He used to do it a bit when he was younger, and that's exactly what these videos are for, to try and help people improve their angling,
and in doing so, hopefully catching them bigger fish.
Definitely. If you like the videos that you saw today, make sure you subscribe to us. There's a little box up there. You click that, it means every time you go on YouTube, you'll see when we've got a new video up. If you want to hear more from us as well, you can follow us on Twitter, and that's twitter.com/apexangling. There'll be a link down there. Also, to find out more about Monk Lakes and see the gallery, they've got some absolutely beautiful fish here. It's a brilliant venue, we've all loved it. Swims are gorgeous. See their link, which is below. You get right on their website, you can see all about the venue.
How have you found your session here then today, Paul?
Really good, mate. Yeah, enjoyed every minute of it.
Good stuff. You be coming again?
Yeah, of course.
Good stuff.
Also, if you want to hear more about Mistral baits or about Enterprise Tackle, their links are below as well. We'll be back in a couple of weeks with another episode. Until then, nice one.